Good morning everyone, welcome to another vlog here on the World of Coasters. Today we're here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We're here with Lewis and it is Lewis's birthday today.
Oh no.
You're 23?
I'm not wearing a birthday.
How old are you?
23.
23, yeah, I got it right. Yeah, we're here, the full group. We've got Lucy, his girlfriend, Louise. I know her all too well. We're here for a fun day out. It is actually a late night riding day today. So the time now is 10 o'clock, so just before 10 o'clock. And we're planning to stay here for 12 hours of non-stop riding fun. I think we might leave the park occasionally. I'm feeling a Weatherspoons for lunch maybe. There is a Weatherspoons. The Velvet Coaster just across the road. But yeah, the plan is we're going to head over to Icon first. It will be busy, but we're going to get loads of rides done. I'm pumped. Blackpool is my favourite park in the country. With my favourite coaster, Icon. Let's go. So as we make our way into the park, it's not too busy at the moment, but that's the thing with these late night riding days. The park starts off a lot quieter when people start coming around 1, 2 o'clock sort of time after lunch. But yeah, it's going to be cool riding in the somewhat dark. It'll probably be sunny still. When we arrived here last night, about 8:30, it was still sunny, wasn't it?
8:43 sun goes down.
Alright, so there will be an hour of late night riding, or dark riding. Here's going to be our first ride. Icon just running tests at the moment. Rides open at 10:30. So we've decided to have a slight change of plan. We made a detour round to Nickelodeon Land because we've seen they're actually running riders on the rides early here. So Icon is currently queuing. The big one's queuing. They don't open until 10:30. But the Nickelodeon Street and the Blue Fire are actually open. So we're going to get on the Nickelodeon Street, which is a great out and back woody. I don't know the exact year of this one, but I think it's like the 30s to 40s. And yeah, it's a good little coaster. Most of the logic of going on this one first is the fact that it's already running and it doesn't really have much of a queue. The only problem with this one is it does run one train. They don't have two trains on this one. Lewis also has just informed me that this is a 1933 roller coaster. I knew it was about the 30s, but last time we came on, we queued from way back at the entrance and the operations at this park are very good. So you never wait too long in queues. Let's get our first ride of the day, the Nickelodeon Street. First ride of the day done, and actually that was running really well, nice and smooth.
Yeah. As smooth as it can get.
Yeah, well it is like 70 plus years old. But yeah, what a great little coaster. I do like an out and back coaster, it's just airtime pops. But then we're going to go from an old coaster to a new coaster. We're heading over to Icon now.
I think so.
Just get it out of the way. It's going to have a bit of a queue because it's Icon, but they're running free trains and they are probably trained by the people at Europa Park on this because they have such good operations on Icon. Obviously Icon, the 2018 Mac Mega Coaster. It's my number one in the country. I think it's probably everyone's number one in the country, really. It's just such a long layout, just winds in and out of everything, to be honest. So let's get in the queue. Hopefully we won't be queuing for more than half an hour for it. See you over by Icon. So Icon's entrance is down the side. It was like this last season during late night riding because it can get super busy, but like I say, I reckon we'll be waiting under half an hour for this. So Icon doesn't have the longest queue in the world, but like I say, they smash these trains out on this ride. Free train operation, I reckon about 20 minutes. just come off our first ride on Icon of the Day. Sadly, Lewis.
Don't be fooled by the seatbelt. If your seatbelt does up, it does not mean that you can go on it.
I reckon you were millimetres off of getting on that.
The problem is they're so...
They want their dispatches.
yeah, they're so pressed with
busy.
their dispatch, they just didn't even give it an attempt. But it's
Well, what's Louise saying? We've just come off Icon, we're in the Icon store. What's this t-shirt you picked up?
It's on sale.
It's on sale. We do love Blackpool merch. The Kiss Me Quick shop down by the Flying Machines is definitely the best store here, but this Icon shop is pretty amazing as it goes. They always have new merch rolling in here. I do like a raincoat they used to have, but I don't think they stock it anymore, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, the plan is we're going to head over towards the Thrillmatic after this, get a dark ride done, and I do want to get on the big one. You should be fine getting on the big one. I think Icon's going to be the only one you're struggling with. Yeah, you got on.
new technology. And I like
So we've had a slight change of plan. We're not going on the Thrillmatic yet. Your favourite ride has to wait. I thought you were closing the queue off for a minute then, Lewis. Yeah, we're not going on Louise's favourite ride in the country yet. We're going on the Avalanche, the Mack Rides bobsled coaster.
Sit in between my legs.
No.
And I'm going to cuddle them so close.
This is what I always call to Louise. I call this and Lachlan's cuddle coasters.
No, but you will be in between my legs and I will hold you close.
No. Mainly because the way you have to sit in these is with, as Louise said, someone in between your legs. And you know, normally I would have Lewis, but you know, I've got Louise here.
Lewis is taken today.
Lewis is taken today by Lucy, so I've got to have Louise. Anyway, not a long queue on this. They'll have 2 trains running on the Avalanche. So we've just come off of a ride on the Avalanche. I do love a Mack bobsled. They are so good. Like, it's just brilliant. It's that last turn that just where it gets a little bit of air. It just, the speed, no trim brakes for them. They're brilliant. Lewis, what did you think of the Mack bobsled?
Oh, it's good. Just
Your face on the picture was a picture.
that last little corner, you just jump.
You just feel the whole train like leap ever so slightly.
The thoughts in my head is, we're not going to make it to the end. What's going on?
That's the fun of the ride though. Anyway, we are heading over towards Wallace and Gromit, the Thrillmatic next. It's just up these stairs. Louise is rushing ahead because this is her favourite ride in the whole country. Well, dark ride anyway. But she's not hanging about. So as we head past the Grand Prix, we're going to give this one a miss for now. As the queue is right to the entrance, all of the dark rides have quite long queues. We're going to head over to River Caves as it does eat the crowds. We will get on Wallace and Gromit later. Sorry. The queue for the Wallace and Gromit ride is to the entrance, and they don't have many trains on that one. We'll have to do the Big Dipper at some point today. I haven't been on that this season. So we're in the queue for the River Caves now. It's queuing out the entrance. But there's one thing we're going to have to face today is the fact that there are going to be queues. Just looking around the hub and I heard some Mario Kart music. They are literally playing Mario Kart on a giant screen around there. Obviously the hub being the area where the Wild Mouse Coast used to be. The credit which I never got, sadly. We did come here on its last season of operation, but Louise, what did you do? You told me I could ride it next time. You told me I could ride it next time, and I couldn't. So from now on, I make sure if the ride's open, I'll get on it, because this is a prime example of me missing out on getting the credit, and a pretty good one at that. And we have the boat that is flooding. I think all the boats flood, to be honest. It's amazing because this ride is like over 100 years old. So it's impressive that it still works. But yeah, I think it was 1902 this opened. It's a magic mill type ride. And yeah, the boat is a bit precariously balanced, to say the least. But we're not sinking yet. Lewis, what's on the left side of the boat? It's not quite Valhalla, but it will have to do this season. So we've just come off of the river caves, and it's the closest I'm getting to Valhalla this season. I got soaked. Like the water did come in, and we took quite a bit of water in the boat. Yeah. Originally, when we first came here with Lewis last season for Late Night Ride, and we said, come back in 2021, we'll do Valhalla. Valhalla is next level dark water ride by Intamin, and someone set the alarm off on that.
I must win, maybe.
I want the teddy. But yeah, sadly Valhalla's not opening this season because of the COVID coronavirus. They decided to delay its opening to 2022. So Lewis, you will have to come back next season to ride Valhalla. But there is a reason why Valhalla has been given the Golden Ticket Award for best water ride in the world for like the past million years. Couldn't tell you exactly, but we love it, don't we, Lou?
Yeah, it's a good ride.
Anyway, shall we have a look in the Kiss Me Quick store and then get on the Tango Ice Blast? So before we go into the Kiss Me Quick shop, we've just bought the refillable mugs. I've been meaning to get one for a long time, but yeah, they're £10 for unlimited refills, which on a day like today, 12 hours of refills, like granted it's midday now, but
Sitting there, $2.60 for a drink, or for £3 for a large, I think.
And the good thing is, which me and Louise just found out, for £1 every refill, you can get a Tango Ice Blast in them. So I don't think that's bad. You love Tango Ice Blast, and then I'll just be getting Coca-Cola. We're now in the Kiss Me Quick shop while we drink this, and we'll have a look at some of the merch. Obviously, it's the 125th anniversary of the park this season, and last season Louise was looking at these. Oh my god, I want.
That is pretty cool, actually.
So yeah, they've got some really cool merch in here. Some of the best merch in the UK, including these Coaster Dynamics kits, which they do for the big one and Icon. You can actually see a pre-made one around here. Pretty cool little sets, to be honest. And obviously
The big one's cool. Not a massive fan of Icon.
Nah, they are pretty cool. They've got a shelf to put on. And as I was saying, every coaster enthusiast's favourite part of this shop is the area of reusable ride parts. Obviously, if you come at the right time, you can really bag some brilliant deals. At the moment, there doesn't seem to be too much. Some tapestries and all that, but just pretty plain. So inside this shop, they actually have the flying machines mechanics open now, and I'm having to speak very fast and quick because last time I was in here, I got a copyright strike thanks to this music, which is a bit annoying. But when the ride runs, you can actually see the ride parts moving. And obviously, this is the oldest ride in the country. So it's obviously closed this season, but there's already a queue forming for Valhalla for 2022. No, just joking. That is actually a queue for the flying machines behind me. They're queuing across the road. We're going to get in the queue for the Ice Blast now, which also has quite a long queue, but hopefully we won't be on it too long wait. And typically there's a tree in the way of my shot now. So after about a half an hour wait, we got on the Tango Ice Blast. Good ride on that?
Yeah,
it was a good ride on that. We're going to head over towards the big one now and then grab some lunch. I think we're going to leave the park and go to Wetherspoons for lunch. So yeah, we're going to head over to the big one, get the 1994 Aerodynamics Hypercoaster out the way. Park level is starting to busy up a bit now, and all the rides have long queues. So yeah, the day progresses. Right, so we were walking past the Thriller-matic and it actually has just broken down. It has just broken down and come up from a breakdown and the queue was kicked out, so we should be able to get on this quite quick.
Done the same as this last time, we just mingled for a bit till it went.
I was going to get a refill with this, but the queue was moving so slow. Lewis came over and was like, hey bruh, it's back up. I'll get it in a minute. So let's get on the Thriller-matic. A great dark ride, Louise's favourite dark ride in the country.
I don't know if it is.
Right, so we're on the Thriller-matic. Lewis and Lucy are in front of us. Let's go on a riveting adventure.
today, lad? Tuesday. Oh, that's right enough. Good boy, Gromit, lad. Well done.
A brilliant ride on Wallace and Gromit, Thriller-matic there. We managed to score a good quick ride on that. The queue for that one can get quite long, as I think it can only hold like 3 or 4 trains, so it can get quite a long queue on it. Obviously when you come out of this place you get a little tour through the shop. Louise loves this shop. What you got there, Lou?
I don't know.
It's like a garden ornament, Wallace and Gromit. Shaun the Sheep. But yeah, if you're a Wallace and Gromit fan like Louise, you can get all your merch.
Drop your favourite in there.
Well, last time we came here, we did get you a Feathers McGrill, didn't we?
Yeah.
So they got all the merch here. Shaun the Sheep, the whole crew is here. So it's good to see that the wall where you can get your name all printed off is filling up nicely. It's now filled up the 3rd column on here. They've still got quite a few more. There's 4 more whole columns they can fill up. We thought of getting one of these, haven't we, Lou?
Yeah, but I would want the brick, but that's like 50 quid.
You can pay extra and get a copy of the brick. Anyway, because the time is just gone 1 o'clock, we've decided that we're actually going to get some lunch. Now we're going to leave the park and head towards the Velvet Coaster Weatherspoons. It's an absolute massive Weatherspoons. Probably won't film in there. We're going to grab some chips just for lunch because it'll be a bit cheaper than in the park. So we'll see you when we get back in the Pleasure Beach. Right, so we've finished at the Velvet Coaster now. Just a quick little snack and yeah, well, we say quick. It's now nearly 3 o'clock. So dinner's in 2 hours. Gonna smash a Pizza Hut. But we're going to at least get the big one done now, get that one out of the way, probably start raining just as we get on it so we can get slapped in the face. So yeah, let's get back into the park and head over to the big one. So as we re-enter the park, it is busying up massively now. Like the queues are starting to get proper large now. It will get busier from here on in. I think it's just the fact of if we want to do it, we queue now. We're definitely going to want to do Icon again, aren't we, Lou? And we're going to want to do the big one and yeah, probably Big Dipper and the Ghost Train. They're the minimum I want to get on now. So at the moment the big one is having a bit of downtime. We've still got riders on it, but they're just doing a quick check on the undercarriage, and there is someone currently on the lift, so hopefully it won't be a long delay. Yeah, interesting. So after about a 40-minute wait, we've come off of the big one. We went back rows, didn't we, Lewis? What did you think?
Yeah?
Let's just say at the back is very, very intense, isn't it, Louise? What did you think? I got Louise right on the back row, and getting pulled over that first drop is intense to say the least.
Luke to hold me in place, but he's just like
hands in the air. Like that first drop was scary at the back. The pullover is immense. Quite a rough ride at the back as well. So I suggest if you like a smooth ride, stick near the front. Right, so up next we're going to go on the Steeplechase, which manufacturer-wise I think it's an aerodynamics coaster. Obviously these are a discontinued model now, obviously because aerodynamics went to the wall. Yeah, it's classed as a coaster. There's 3 separate tracks. It took a couple of seasons for us to actually get all the credits because we had to get all the tracks. And during lower season days, they have the yellow track or just one of the tracks turned off. I think I didn't get the last credit on this one until last time we came in September. Yeah, we're going to race Lewis, so it'll be Lewis and Lucy versus me and Louise.
One last time.
Oh. Come off of the Steeplechase, we had a little race.
Win again. the weight comes in handy sometimes.
When it comes to racing, you had green track, we had yellow track. We came second, so we were the second heaviest train. Anyway, we're gonna head over towards Nickelodeon Land and get Lewis's birthday treat done. So today, Lewis wants to go on the Dora the Explorer ride.
Special birthday.
It's the one I did not.
It does have the most annoying soundtrack in the world, but it's his birthday today and he has requested it. He said this morning about it, but it was closed this morning. So he's running off ahead. He's so excited. I don't know why I'm being so enthusiastic about this ride, because I absolutely hate the soundtrack for it. But Louise loves torturing us. Looks like it's going to be a 5-minute queue. Let's get on Dora the Explorer. So we're off on our magical journey around the world. Thankfully our boat's music isn't working. That's a good thing. I'm so happy about that.
No, we need to go around again though.
Lewis and Lucy are on their boat. Oh no.
Yay!
Sadly, 4 of us can't fit in a boat, so they've had to separate us.
Technically we could.
I think it would be a squeeze. Like we're somewhat sinking.
Copy strike.
I hate this music. And look at them. Are you so happy to be on this ride? Highlight of the day. So now we've travelled to Russia. And as you go through these like canopies, there's a signaller on top of the boat, which actually changes the song. So that, as you can see, a wire in it, and that changes the song. So then we go through the next one, which is a little way off yet.
They need a redo on this.
It does look a bit faded, but I can't say it's the highlight of my trip.
It's fine. Yeah.
There's lots of friends.
So here the theming's a bit better. Like you got proper Great Wall of China.
This is good around here.
Yeah, a little panda. And then this will end the ride and send us towards Pizza Hut. So Lewis, now your favourite ride's done. We're going to go get pizza.
We're ending on a high for this part of the vlog.
So the park shuts at 10 tonight, being late night riding, but we're going to jump the park again to go get some more food, of which we only ate about 3 hours ago, but thankfully there was just chips. So we're going to go get pizza now at Pizza Hut, and then come back and probably ride Icon and throw it back up. So we are back. We are full of pizza and cookie dough, and I look incredibly rosy after that food by the looks of it. It was very warm and toasty. Anyway, we're back in the park now. We're going to start off gentle with a ride on the Ghost Train, the classic. It's such a good Ghost Train. It's super busy here now. There's going to be queues for absolutely everything. But yeah, we've got to get back on Icon, got to get on some of the other rides here, like the Big Tipper. What other rides do you want to get on? Anything you want to do before the end of the day?
Grand National.
Oh yeah, Lewis wants to try it. The roughest ride ever. But I think you're going to regret it, mate. Anyway, we'll see you over by the Ghost Train. Alright, so here we go, the classic Ghost Train. Whose Ghost Train is it, Lou?
It's Darren Brown.
No, it's not Darren Brown's. It's a hell of a lot better than his. It is the Blackpool Pleasure Beach Ghost Train. Going to get in the queue. It's queuing quite a bit, but it's quite a fast-moving queue, this one. I imagine they'll be operating all trains. Looks like 10 trains are in operation today as we wait for the Ghost Train. Ghost Train. We do love a ride on a classic Ghost Train, and that is by far my favourite in the country. Now we're going to head over to a ride that I'm not a big fan of, Lewis hasn't been on, and I just want your feedback afterwards. I personally think you're going to hate it. The Grand National is what we're going on next. It's just over past Amanda Thompson's Fountains, and yeah, it's known for being rough. The dueling Mobius Loop Coaster hasn't got much of a queue now. I think Louise is going to sit this one out. Louise, you know what's coming. I won't sit a coaster out. I know I'm going to be in pain afterwards, but yeah, we'll see you when we get off of the Grand National. So we've come off of our ride on the Grand National. I got front row actually, and I'm going to say it first, that was better at the front. We've had back rows on that and it's not nice. Still is very rough, but Lewis?
I quite enjoyed it. I feel a little bit...
Who won?
Us.
Oh, we did.
Oh, okay.
By quite a
We got
bit.
the extra weight.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it that time. It was quite rough at the bottom of the drops, but like I say, being at the front, I could really see every kink in the track.
My leg's a little bit sore.
Lucy, what did you think?
I
loved it.
Well, I just heard screaming and giggling coming from behind me. But yeah, a good ride overall. We're going to head over towards the Big Dipper. I don't know whether we're going to do the Big Dipper yet. Another great classic Woody, which again can be rough, but I actually prefer the Big Dipper to the Grand National. So let's head over there and see whether the queue's too long. Failing that, I think we'll go for Icon. So actually, the Big Dipper doesn't have much of a queue.
Let's hope
which
we
is
don't get
good.
a wheel. Is it a wheel?
Yeah, you kind of want to be second or third row on these. You don't want to be on the front because you're over one of the axles, and that can be quite uncomfy. So we'll see when we get off. We are off of the Big Dipper, and the heavens have started to open. It started raining slightly, only drizzling at the moment. But yeah, hopefully this will send some people home early. But I think most people come for the late night riding. What were your views on the Big Dipper?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
It's a good one. Yeah, it is a good one. Like with these wooden coasters, you can get bad rides on them, and it can put you off for a few cycles. I know Louise got put off by the Big Dipper last ride we went on, but it just and the temperature, so many variables. Anyway, we're now going to go over to the Grand Prix and get a ride on that because this is Louise's request. It's not Autopia, it's the Grand Prix.
Autopia.
So yeah, let's get on this one. Right, so after a 50-minute wait, we're off on a lovely relaxing drive through the Blackpool Pleasure Beach theme park. Louise is driving. It's drizzling, as she said. And Louise, are you going to do a straight line past Icon's queue? It's always so funny when we go past because the steering's maybe not the best. Anyway, like I said, we waited about 50 minutes for this. Quite a long queue. It's just gone 8 o'clock now, so after this we're going to be heading over to Icon. There they are! Hey, it's Lewis and Lucy on a wonderful drive. Oh, Lewis, a full queue as well. Oh, we're going to be doing it in a minute. Just for the laugh. It's starting to darken off now with it being, it's actually 20 past 8 now. Yeah, the park will slowly start to get dark. There's some night rides. Hopefully by the time we go on Icon it'll be dark. Here we go. We're off again. Queue for Icon is down to the entrance, so you're looking at maybe like 25 minutes. Oh my god, here it goes.
Oh! What the hell? Just broke. Maybe we'll go to here. Oh my god!
Are you pressing the brake?
No, there is no brake.
Oh god. It's like
See,
emergency
there's
stop.
no brake.
So here we go, we're approaching the scary bit for Louise where she must drive in a straight line. Grab the steering wheel. You're in the driver's seat so it looks like it. Here we go, past the Icon queue. And you can't even drive in a straight line. It's in a straight line and you're not even holding the steering wheel. There we go, that's more like what we used to. That's what we used to. There we go. You don't have to hold the steering wheel. When you try, Louise, when you try, it goes wrong. So when you take your hands off the wheel, it's straight as. Well, we've been on it, Lou. The Grand Prix, your choice.
Just, it's not a good idea.
52-minute queue.
Let's do it,
Right,
lads.
let's go on the one. Like we said, we were going on Icon next, but I ain't going to turn down this. It looks like it's just got a short little queue. Let's get on the Thrill-O-Matic. So yeah, the Thrill-O-Matic isn't queuing long at all. It's got a tiny queue just round up to here. So maybe a 5-minute queue for this. I don't understand why they're using, this used to be the Speedy Pass here. The main queue kind of went through here and then went up there originally. They switched it around last season and I don't quite know why. But yeah, guys, obviously got a pop on this earlier, so I won't bore you with that. We'll see you when we get off the ride. After about a 10-minute wait, we got on Wallace and Gromit for the second time of the day, and
Was in my space.
okay, well, I sat on the right because I never sit on the right on that, so you get a better view of the first few scenes. It was nice for a change. Anyway, we separated from Lewis and Lucy. They want to go on the Avalanche, and we want to go on Icon, so we're going to go do that now.
Getting a head start.
Yeah, getting a head start because the queue for Icon is going to be longer than Avalanche any day of the week. We're kind of coming through Nickelodeon land now because we need to visit the restrooms before we go through. The sun is really starting to go down. By the time we actually get on Icon, it should be total darkness. It should be really nice. So as we get closer to Icon, I do love how this part lights up. I think you've had the cameras actually making it look lighter than it is, but it is still quite light, isn't it, Lou? Like, it's got
Very flat, like coverage day.
like it said it's going to rain, so we were expecting rain, but it's just drizzled. It's drizzling now. It's not really too much of a problem. But yeah, let's get on Icon. Hopefully it doesn't rain too hard. I think this is queuing to the entrance, but earlier it took about 20 minutes with a free train operation. They're really bashing the trains out on this. About 10 minutes downtime at the moment, a little bit of downtime. It is back up and running, now it's totally dark. Running 2 trains now though, isn't it? The third one came off. They took it off with the switch track. Hopefully, things come back on, otherwise they'll start running. So in a mad rush, me and Louise have been on Icon, Lou. What do you think, mid-train Icon?
Yeah, it was alright.
Not bad.
Not the best for you, is it?
No, it wasn't the best. Obviously, the breakdown did delay us quite a bit. Went down to 2 trains, like I said, which was a bit of a pain. What did you get on, Lou?
We went on the bumper cars, which are okay.
Yeah.
Like you get to certain points and it just stops. There's no like electricity on certain points. You just have to rely on someone to bump you back into action.
Did you get on the Avalanche?
We're in an Avalanche, yeah. Good run Avalanche, as per usual. Good fun. Good fun. And now
Going to end the day with the big one. With only 5 minutes to spare, me and Louise were getting a bit itchy that we might not make this. But yeah, it looks like it's not queuing all the way around, so it's just straight up from here. Let's get on the big one. Right, so we have just come off the last ride of the day, the big one. It's now 20 past 10, but we got 2 rides on that. 2, we were second to last train, and the last train was about half full, so they started putting sandbags in it. And rather than put sandbags all the way in ours, they were like, let's send this one again, then we can finish putting sandbags in the other one. But yeah, 2 rides on the big one in a row.
That was
Train
good.
very smooth where we were sitting
That
in the
was
middle of
worth
the
the
train.
breakdown during Icon.
Oh, definitely. Anyway, park's now closed, so we're going to be heading towards the exit. Two rides on the big one.
Yeah.
Not bad. So that's the 3rd ride on that.
Had we not have had the breakdown, we wouldn't have.
It was definitely worth it in the long
little
run.
birthday treat at the end is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, definitely. But like I say, coming to these late night rides events is well worth the money. Like 100% would do it every time. But we live so far away from the pleasure beach. It's like what? 5-hour drive?
Yeah.
5-hour drive for us, so not the easiest for us to get up here, but yeah, we'll probably come here one more time this season, I reckon. One more time this season. I do love the Pleasure Beach. It is the best park in the UK, mainly because it just has such a wide variety of rides. It's not just coasters, it's got dark rides, and it's got good dark rides at that. And it's also got some more gentler flat rides, which I like. Obviously,
the Explorer being one of them for Lou.
Lewis's favourite.
Oh yes.
But yeah, like not only does this park have an absolutely amazing skyline with all these coasters knotted in and out of each other, it just has the full package. Like Alton Towers is good in its own way,
Yeah.
but when it comes to like a good thrilling day out with brilliant operations, Blackpool Pleasure Beach never ceases to amaze. Right, anyway guys, the music has now cut off. We
That
are
means
literally
please go home.
the last people. Yeah, the shop will be shut, which means I've missed out on the coat hanger. The coat from earlier.
You probably get them online.
We'll be coming back here before the end of the season. But yeah, that's going to be it from us, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a like, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye, Lewis.
Oh, bye.
Bye.